Good morning, my viewer. Good evening and good afternoon, depending on your time zone. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm discussing something I've called it reloaded, using your title deed to secure your mortgage. I call it reloaded because there are a lot of things you need to know when you're securing a loan using your title deed, and the benefits and thousands of benefits which you don't know, and I'd like you to highlight you about so that you get the benefit of your property. What am I talking about? Uh, when you're securing a mortgage or a shamba loan, but just to be specific on mortgages, you can use your title deed, which you have been given by your friend, your parent, and by doing so, they are going to guarantee you to take that loan. On the other hand, you can use your property, which you have bought maybe with your savings, and you can use that title deed to secure a mortgage. So previously, we have discussed about home equity. You know what is home equity. We just discussed briefly about first charge and second charge, and these are the benefits I want to lay before you so that you may understand them and put them into practice. And definitely, you are going to enjoy and you are going to grow. So, when you have secured a mortgage facility with a bank, it's very important to stick to the same bank because you're going to get lots of benefits. And these benefits vary in different ways depending on how you want to utilize your property and how you want to grow. I know there are people, once they get their mortgage, they don't want to use that mortgage again, or they don't want to use it because they want to clear they want to clear that loan and move on with life. But let me tell you, you can use that mortgage to grow your investments, and definitely within that period or even a shorter period, because you have gained a lot of incomes and investments, you'll be able to pay off your mortgage and you'll be free. So here is a jig. So when you have a mortgage, you can once the property appreciates, you'll always have a room to borrow that facility, which I call the home equity. So in this case, you can borrow the first charge, the second charge, third charge, or whichever charge you'll be taking, even if it takes several years. And any charge you are doing to your property, you will not be incurring loss, of course, because you paid your loan to a certain level. So you are just doing a top up on the same. If you want to exceed the top up or you want to exceed the amount you have already repaid, I'm sorry, on your loan, that's why the first charge or the second charge comes. And you'll be able to save a little bit on the cost of releasing your property, then coming back to borrow. Because you'll be saving on payments, government payments, because once you release your property, you'll be charged land rent, and other rates the government charges, which costs 1 to 4% depending on the property, if it's absolute, if it's on a municipality or a city. And just to highlight on that, when a property is in a city or a municipality, it it's required to be paid a 4% of its value to the government, which is a lot of money. But when you stick to a particular banker, or you stick to a particular relationship with a bank, you get thousands of benefits. And these are things I'm talking about. One, you save on the cost which you may incur in charging or valuing the property now and then because the bank has your property with you. Uh, these costs are very expensive, and there are thousands and thousands of money which we try to figure out. Definitely, you'll avoid borrowing uh, 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 a mortgage or a top up of an equity loan with a bank. So, to avoid this, it's very important to stick to one bank. It's very important to stick to a relationship. The other benefit which you get is that once you get a very serious relationship with a particular bank, they will be able to give you top ups even if they are unsecured. How does it work? Because they have seen your relationship and the business you are doing, most of the time they can, when you have an emergency, they can give you overdrafts. Overdraft can be unsecured or secured. But because the property is with the bank, the assumption is that they have your property. So they can give you loans of short terms without security and you'll be able to grow. Unlike if you had nothing at all. So if you had nothing, definitely when you come to a bank, they would like to know what kind of security you are giving them. And if you have a relationship with them and you have a property with them which you have given them, I assure you they can give you a top up which doesn't include a security. So it's very important to know that. The other thing you're supposed to note is that once you have a mortgage or you have a secured facility using a title deed with a particular relationship, they will be able to assist you in several ways. Most time you find a bank has lawyers in the panel which you can use to negotiate with them, or probably they will even also go ahead and charge you less because they used the same property, they used you used that relationship previously, so they won't charge you as much as if you had come the first time. And by doing that, you'll be able to learn a lot of things and you're going to prosper in your investment. So it's very important to note those type of things, and I believe I've given you some hints which can help you